I don't know if you guys ever heard that quote that goes, "It takes money to make money," and this is gonna be a top 10 list of tools I need to get, because I already own these tools, obviously, but since I went from one truck to two trucks or two vehicles, now I have to get all these tools again to be efficient, and so people think I'm scamming them because I go and finish a job real quick and they think I'm overpriced. And the reason I'm able to finish jobs efficient and quickly is because of these tools. And like I said, once you have these tools, and this is a top 10 list of tools I already have, but I need to get them again, because once you have these tools, it's hard to use other tools. Like number one, and I said it a lot, that this tool is so efficient and there's no reason for me to get another one, even though I want to get one. But now the other angle stop box needs one, so now I'm forced to get one. And sure, Home Depot does make that piece of shit little thing that takes angle stops away, and it costs like around $10-15. And the reason I don't have two, because guess what, I buy my own tools. I'm not sponsored. I don't have no one's giving me these tools, so every time I buy something, it comes out of my pocket. And I gotta, even though I need it, it's like, do I really need it? Yes, I do really need it, but at the same time, it's like I'm on a budget. So if I had 10, 15, 20 grand, all these, I would have already been at Home Depot, for the supply store, and bought these tools because they're gonna be used. But since I'm on a budget, I gotta choose what to spend my money on. And like I said, there's so many people on TikTok that have like 100K followers, and they don't post this little tool because they don't want to buy it. And it's like, dude, I know they want the company that makes it to sponsor it, because they always make videos on piece of shit products that get sponsored. But like, dude, when you pay and you're actually making money plumbing, you know the value of a tool. Like I said, I could go and buy a $15 tool that takes off the ferrule, but once you use this tool, and I showed you in the other video, it literally takes 5-10 seconds. It's literally 1 2 3 4 5, and that fucking ferrule's out. And I see other guys that swear they want to review other Ferrule Blaster removals, and they put their link and they want people to buy them. But I was like, dude, why don't you just buy the good tool? Oh yes, it's over 200 bucks, I think. I haven't checked, but it's fucking worth the money. But like I said, I am on a budget. I mean, I'm not made out of money, so it takes money to make money. But this is now definitely, I need to get another one. And I wasn't gonna get another one because, like I said, this thing is so fast. But now, when one is in one town and the other truck is in another town, well, I can't just go around and get it, and I don't want to struggle, so I'm definitely gonna get another one. So this is on the top list of getting, and that's number one. Number two, if you own Milwaukee products and you're on the M18 or the M12 platform, this rapid charger is the best fucking charger. You only need one charger, and I see so many people have like 20-30 batteries, and I'm like, dude, you could get away with 3 and 3, and this thing within 20-30 minutes you're almost like 80% battery. So this is like top 10, but that's another $300. That's number two. Number three, and it's hard to make it in order, you know. It's hard to fucking, because I'm like, if I get a water heater job, it's like, and I don't have it in the truck, I got to get this, but I do need a hole saw kit. But so number three is this Milwaukee pump. Every time I change a water heater, that's the very first thing we do, is hook this bitch up, and it drains it while we're preparing. When we're cutting the cardboard, this thing is draining it, and that's definitely number three. So this little pump, I think I have to get third. And then hole saws. Diablo is, I have Milwaukee and I have other hole saws, and yes, people make other cheaper hole saws, but this is my favorite kit, and these are my favorite hole saws, and it's these. And these, if you could tell, they're just a little wider, and it just helps our life, and it cuts through almost everything. But I need another hole saw kit, so that's definitely number four, another hole saw. This is where, like, I need these tools, but it's hard to make the decision. And because it goes back to, now, another number, that was number 4. Number 5 is probably, I need another Pro Press gun. And I already have a Pro Press gun. I have 2 Pro Press guns, but the other one's the RP350. It's huge. And like I said, once you get to use the smaller ones, whether if it's going to be a RIDGID or the Milwaukee M12 that are the smaller ones. It's just so easy to use the smaller ones. So I definitely need another Pro Press gun that's small, and that's another $3 grand right there. And that's number 5. And then it goes back to the more speciality too. Like we fell in love with this little Roughneck, and we got the bigger version, and we really don't use it to tighten. So I might just get the baby Roughneck. And this is, I think the other one is like $150, but this one's the bigger one, handles 2-inch. But we got used to using this thing, and we love the fuck out of this. So I gotta get another Roughneck. And then that's number 6. And then we definitely need another box of this one. And you don't know what these are. That's when you fuck up and glue something, you could just ream it out and save a fitting. And every time I save a fitting, that could save me $10, $15. So this is another $300, $400 kit. That's number 7. And now I need another one of these. It's good for digging. When we're digging and there's a leak in the dirt or breaking concrete, we need another little battery powered rotor hammer. So that's number 8. And I never had a scale saw because I'm not a fucking carpenter. But once I started using this thing, I saved so much in Sawzall blades. And I haven't changed this in like 5 months, because all we do is cut a 2x4 for the backing for the shower valves. And this thing just saves me so much money in Sawzall blades and efficiency. And then when we got a rip to get to the subfloor, you could adjust this thing and then just have it cut where we don't hit wires or pipes that are flush. I definitely need another skill saw. That's $300. And then last but not least, I just got this. It just came in the mail like 3-4 weeks ago, and I used it once or twice. But I definitely need this thing. And if you don't know what this is, it's these little rings, so you could hit Pro Press fittings in weird positions when this thing is a lifesaver when you can't Pro Press and you're like, fuck, this is why soldering is the best. I needed another one of these, and that's another, what, $2 grand, $3 grand, I don't fucking know. But I'm gonna go on the online and show you what it is. I'll add up all these things and I'll show you why I don't own this, because it takes money to make money. And that's why it's funny when someone thinks you're scamming them because you invest in your tools in efficiency. And I understand why people get mad and we're like, oh, fucking Pro Press. But yeah, when you have a leak and you go in there and cut 2 pipes because you got your automatic copper cutters and cut 2 pieces of pipes, and then go in there and Pro Press them, and you take about 10, 15, 20 minutes to turn on back the water, and then you give them a bill, and the customer thinks you scammed them. Yeah, it's because I busted out a $300 freaking tool, then another $200 tool, then another $3,000 tool. So I was like, yes, it took me 15 minutes to complete your job, but it also took me about $5 to $6 grand in tools for me to do it. And I know some people, oh, they hate that. For some reason, they want me to struggle under their house and not get their water back on. And like I said, if they're probably waiting for me, their water has been off for a couple hours. So what, you want me to go up, be under your house, act like it's gonna be a major repair when I have the tools to get it done? Sometimes people are willing to pay a premium for you to get it done. And if we're fucking around trying to solder when there's water in the system, and there's a bunch of people that will be like, stick a loaf of bread. I'm like, all right, yeah, okay. But we're gonna fuck around and spend another 1 or 2 hours, then that's another customer we cannot serve. So some customers are willing to pay a premium for you to get the job done as quickly and for you not to come back. And it's like, I'm probably at a 96% rate of satisfaction. And what I mean by that is, like, if I do 100 jobs, 96 people don't call me back to fix what I did, and probably four out of those people do call us back, and it's something like, fuck, we didn't turn on the ball valve all the way. You know, we do make mistakes, so we do still have to go back and fix some of those issues. Hey, this is kind of dripping, and it's like, we go back and fix it. So I think when we're sitting over a 96% satisfaction rate, people are willing to pay that premium, and some people are not. But you get what you pay for.